Hong Kong man blames mental illness for stabbing early father to death. Lehman Locke, 35, pleads guilty to manslaughter over attack that left father with more than 80 cut and stab wounds following a quarrel. A 35-year-old Hong Kong clerk who cut and stabbed his father more than 80 times in the family home following an argument has maintained that he was not at fault for killing him because he was mentally unstable. Lehman Locke pleaded guilty at the High Court on Thursday to manslaughter on the basis of diminished responsibility for fatally assaulting Lee Hock Chung, 78, on October 11, 2021. Prosecutors agreed to reduce the original murder charge after three psychiatrists concluded that the defendant's ability to form rational judgment and exercise self-control was substantially impaired by schizophrenia, 精神分裂. Asked whether he agreed with the prosecution's summary of the case, the defendant confirmed that he did, but said, "Because this is due to my mental illness, killed my father. I think this is not my fault." Mr. Justice Anthony Kwang Kai-on said he considered the remark a plea for mitigation and urged the defendant to leave any submissions in the court to his lawyers. The court heard at the time of the offense, the accused was staying at a rehabilitation hostel in Nam Chung following his release from a psychiatric hospital, while his family had lived in Kwai Chung's Yan Lai Court for around 30 years. The father's neighbor alerted police after hearing screams for help from his flat at around 4:30 p.m. that day. When police and paramedics arrived at the scene minutes later, they saw the father lying unconscious in a pool of blood in the living room, while the accused sat motionlessly on the sofa with two blood-stained fruit knives beside him. The defendant told police that his father had pushed him during a quarrel over work issues, so he stabbed him with the knife that he had originally bought for him. The victim was certified dead in hospital in the early hours of the next day after the other family members had agreed to stop resuscitating him. An autopsy found more than 80 cut and stab wounds on the deceased's body, most of which was located on the head and upper limbs. Further investigations revealed the defendant arrived at the family home at around 4:34 p.m. after buying two fruit knives and a pair of scissors from two supermarkets. The younger Lee was diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder when he first consulted a mental health service in 2009. He was further diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia around 2016 after being admitted to Kwang Chung Hospital for suicidal thoughts. The defendant had complained of hearing voices telling him to kill his family, and while his condition was being regularly monitored, he said that he still had paranoid thoughts about his parents trying to spike his food with poison. The court adjourned sentencing until September 25, pending a further psychiatric assessment of the accused.